Thank you for stopping by my video today. My name is Fumi and I make videos around technology, lifestyle, and my hair. So on today's video, I will be talking about how we could use technology to grow in our Christian faith. As we all know now, technology and the internet is a daily thing. It's a staple now. From the moment we wake up until we go to bed, the internet, technological platforms is now part of our daily lives. In everything we do, we work with it, we enter, it's part of our entertainment, we play with it, we do hobbies with it. So it's really, really ingrained in our lives. So this video today is really on how we can take these same platforms to aid in our spiritual growth in God. As with anything you're trying to learn or trying to grow more in, you need to steep yourself around it. So this chat really is about how can we use our daily available internet and technology things to sort of aid that growth. And these things are common knowledge, but I just felt like to summing it up in just this little video because it might help one or two people or just confirm something that someone is thinking about. So the very first thing that we know, the very first thing that you could use is an app. So the Bible app, there are various Bible apps available on app stores, be it Google or Android app stores. So, but the favorite one, the most popular one is YouVersion. So this Bible app, you can use it on the go. It's very intuitive to use, and one of the key things is that it sort of gives you that daily nudge to go through the day's devotion. So they have curated daily devotions that you could use to just that to have that quiet 5-10 minutes time to it to where you can pray and read through the Bible and just meditate and have that moment with God. So that app is really, really useful, and I see a lot of people online are using it now and posting their streaks. So one of the things that the app does is that it gives you a daily streak. So if you log into the app daily, it gives you daily streak, and it's sort of like a game. And with the game, you don't want to lose your streak. So most people are trying to get 365 day streaks of using the app, which is a big feat to get because I personally tend to break my streak. I usually get to around 40 days and then something happens and then I don't log into the app that day and I break it, which is so annoying. So it just gives you that a little encouragement and nudge to build a habit. It's not for building a habit, especially for budding Christians. Once a little adds, a little daily adds up and you just keep growing. So it's more around creating a habit at the very initial stage. So once you do that, you just keep growing. The second platform is podcast. So podcast, as we know, I know once I've said podcast, what's in your mind is what could come to your mind would be a high value man podcast. No, not that type of podcast. There are various types of podcasts. So one of the things I like is that with a podcast, anybody can start a podcast to have any type of conversations. So you can literally find Christian podcasts on various topics, on people having various in-depth Christian conversations centered around the Bible. So listening to this on the go is a way to help you have to listen to those conversations, especially when you don't have a community around you where you can sort of back and forth talk about things of the Bible. So this is how listening to this podcast is a great way to grow in that sense. They're available on all platforms where you'd usually get podcasts like Spotify, Apple Podcast, even the YouTube section. So these are the main ones. So just have a look around if you're interested in listening to podcasts and see what you can find there. The next one is social media. And it's almost impossible to escape social media in today's day. It's so ingrained in us. It's what it is. So, however, using social media intentionally by engaging with content that helps you grow in your Christian faith is a good use of social media, and it also help you grow in that sense. As you know how the algorithm works, the more you engage with a particular style of content, the algorithm spits more out. So this is a good way to just intentionally engage with content that will feed that growth that seed of faith that you're trying to grow. And then this one is my personal favorite, YouTube. You're watching this video on YouTube, aren't you? So YouTube is a great platform. Early last year, I realized that I was seriously lacking spiritual mentorship. And in the terms of I mean, I'm raised. I have young kids, running a family, working full-time jobs. It's really hard, and living in the UK, it's really hard to find that spare time to attend Bible studies and even go to church every Sunday if you want, because there's always some commitments on Sundays that you really can't get out of. So I found that YouTube was a great way. So some of my favorite pastors who I came across on social media, I realized that they had YouTube channels where they record their weekly Bible study videos, and they put it on YouTube. And I found that engaging with that and listening to it when I cook, when I'm driving, has really been a game changer in terms of me growing in my Christian journey. So this is something that you could look into. Find most churches do. So if you have a church, local church you attend, but you find that you can't really go to church as when you want to, why don't you look into find out if they have a YouTube channel? I am sure they do. Most do. Subscribe to their channel and listen to your pastor's teachings and other pastors out there. There are great people who are doing the Lord's work basically. So you could use YouTube to help you in that sense. The next one is video telephony. So these are tools like Zoom, Skype, Google Meet. This is a really, really good one because a lot of people find it hard to, because of commitments, because of living in a different part of the world where they're not able to um, meet with their community that they used to engage with. Maybe they have moved away from home and just trying to keep up with that commitment of meeting with a group of people for Bible study or for prayer meetings. These platforms, video telephony, have been really useful for people like that. I've personally seen someone who is committed to Bible study, and they've been attending the same Bible study for close to 5 years now with the same group of people, the same time every week. And I've just seen how it's changed their lives. That commitment to get with a group of people, study the Bible, have a conversation, learn, pray with one another. So doing this, if you want to over the internet using this video telephony tools is also a good thing. It doesn't take away from meeting physically. If you can meet physically with people, that is always the best way to go. As you know, the internet is just a tool. Physical interaction is still the best option, but in situations where you're not able to meet physically, video telephony is also a very good option. And then finally, music. Music makes the world go round. So Christian music, and one of the things I with social media is I'm scrolling and I hear a really good gospel music, but I don't know who sang it, and I quickly Shazam it while it's playing. So Shazam is a good way to find if you hear music that you like to sort of keep in your playlist. So download the app Shazam and just quickly Shazam it and store it, save it on your Spotify playlist. I use Spotify. I'm a Spotify girl. I don't like Apple Music. So using these apps, Spotify, Shazam, Apple Music, to sort of listen to gospel music to sort of edify you. This is another good way to help you grow in your Christian journey and in your Christian faith. I hope these points have been useful to you. They are, like I said earlier, they are very common sense things, or as you know, sometimes it's just good to have um, all some information is just repeated in one place in one video, which I find useful in some other aspects of my life. So if you like this, if this video has been great for you, please subscribe and like it, and I will see you at the next one. Have a great day. Bye. Ciao.